Hi, Colleen here. I just wanted to show you this little box that I made in our class as well. It holds a tiny little lint Easter bunny. So cute, isn't he? I bought him for $1 at Coles. And this is just a little box that I made. When we did the class, or when I did the class, when I wrote it up, I made it that we could make 3 cards plus a box plus the basket that we made the other day. So that was all in the inclusives. So I've given, there's a cutting guide of the paper and the card stock. So that's what you make. You make 3 cards plus the little box and the basket out of the whole kit. So it was really good value for money. Anyway, let's get started on the little box. I've used like that window sheet on the inside, the acetate I should say, to finish it off so the little bunny doesn't fall out. Now our piece of cardstock measures 5.5 by 4 3/8. So yeah. And like I said, when I do them, I always write up all the instructions. So I'm going to follow this one today. So if it's wrong, I didn't do it right then. So let's get started. So on the 5.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1 inch, 2.5, 3.5, and 5 inches. And then we're going to turn it, excuse me, and we're going to score at ½ inch and at 1.5 and at 3 5/8. So 5/8 is always just after the half. So you go 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8. So it's always after the ½ inch mark. So that's it. That's all we're going to do now. Excuse me. Now we're going to burnish and fold all our score lines. So what we're going to do, I'm going to draw on here all the pieces that need removing. Excuse me, I'll turn it over. Right, we're going to get rid of this little bottom section here. That has to go. All of that has to go. Just that top bit, all of that has to go. And that bit there. So that's what you need to look at getting rid of. Excuse me. So I'll use the scissors and we'll cut those off now. So our bottom section. This one here. We'll cut straight down here. And straight down this one. We'll cut that bit off. And we'll cut this section here. Oh gosh. And then we'll cut right all the way to the second score line. That becomes our other little flap on the inside. And we'll cut that bit off. And then we're going to cut up all of these. Now normally on a box this piece will become the front, but it's not. This one's going to become the front today. So we're just going to wedge out all these sections so that the whole lot fits together. So we get a nice clean fold lines. What do you call them? Oh, when it goes together it'll be all nice and clean. And this one here. But we're going to leave that one flat, straight. So leave that one straight and just cut into the other one. We'll turn it round. we're going to just wedge out these little top ones. Doesn't need to be a lot, it's just a little wedge. Oh, I lost a little bit. Now do excuse me while I get my corner rounder. I forgot to grab it before. Here we go. Now we're going to round the corners on here. So what you need to do is you fold in the side piece, and I like to turn mine upside down so I can see where it's going. And when you know that it's in there, punch, because sometimes it goes off to the side edge and then you're in big trouble because it leaves a very jagged edge. Then we'll slide this one in, get it into that corner and punch. So that just gives us that nice rounded edge for our top. So that's what you need to have, what it'll need to look like, just like that. Rightio, so what we'll do next is take our little bits of paper. Now this is 1 3/8 by 1 7/8 of an inch, and we're just going to attach tape runner to the back, our dot runner. We're going to put that in. It just has front and back. There we go. Mine's out slightly, but that's okay. I'll live with it. Yeah, what's that? Yep, 1 7/8 by 1 3/8. Obviously I didn't cut mine right. Now we're going to take our piece of scrap paper and we're going to take our oval punch. Now I'll show you the size of this one. This one is 1 1/2 by 1 1/8 of an inch. This one here. Now we're going to add a little bit of tape runner to the back, and onto this side here with the small piece we're going to place that over the centre, just like that. Now I'm just going to put a little wedge in here, just as a bit too straight for my liking. There. And then we're going to fold that under. We're going to take our oval punch, or whatever punch you happen to have and you want to use, it'll fit, and we're going to line it up so that the punch completely covers it, and punch out. Now it is going to be a bit harder because you're also punching through that section there, but you need to do that in order that when it closes, well, it doesn't matter when it closes, but because the punch won't reach in with that bit out, that's why. So now we're going to take our glue dots, and I've already cut our piece of acetate, which is the same size as the paper. Yep. And we're going to add glue dots to all the 4 corners so that it'll look like that. And then we're going to position that over the top of the oval. Yeah, that's the right side. So we're going to put it over the top of the oval. Now what we'll do is we're going to take our glue pen, excuse me, and we're going to add glue to that little, actually I should hold it up. Just glue to that section there, just like that. And then we're going to fold that over and then bring over the other side, because it's a box, it has equal parts. We'll just give that a minute to adhere. So while we're waiting for that, we will take our tiny little piece, which is 5/8 of an inch by 1 1/2 inches, and we're just going to stamp onto it. Happy Easter. Just like that. Then we're going to just do the tiny little banners on the ends. Now the Happy Easter comes out of the spring critter stamp set. I can say cartridge, I've lost the plot. So that's all that's going to happen, and we're going to put that across the front, so we can do that now. Just put a couple of glue dots onto the back. 1 and 2. And then this is the bottom of the box, so you just want it to sit about here, like that, across the bottom there. Now that we've done that, we'll open it up. We're going to fold the 2 side pieces in and the back. Now I suggest that you close it up first. I know what I forgot to do, and I always do it. We're going to do this beforehand. We're just going to take a time. Oh, it's not even going to work with that one today. Should have done a better job. Just a little finger hold. I keep forgetting to do it. So it just cuts out that little bit at the back. Put that in there like that. Now we'll fold that over, fold that one up, take our glue pen, and by turning it into the box, it'll make this piece sit better. And then just fold that up. And there you have your little box that will fit. Ta-da! I'll sneak the other one out of the other box. That holds your tiny little Easter bunny. That'd make a nice gift if you were having Easter lunch. You could have these sitting on the table for someone to have. So that's it. That's the tiny little box that comes with my yeah. Can't for the life of me think. It's gone out of my head. That doesn't surprise me. With my class of the month. So there we go. So if you'd like to make these, just let me know. And thanks for watching, and bye for now.